Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Madison. Thanks for joining. If you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button before you leave so you can be updated on my future videos. Today I'm going to be doing my March favorites, so let's take a look. So first up for skincare, I have the e.l.f. Aqua Primer Mist. This is by their Aqua line. I think they all have like blue caps or blue packaging. I really enjoy this. It has a really good sprayer on it. Like, it's misty. It's not just like shots of water at your face, if that makes any sense. And this is reasonably priced. I think it was $5 or $7. I am speaking in Canadian. So yeah, if you haven't tried it already and want to try a primer mist, then I highly recommend. To go along with the trend of facial sprays, I have the Evian facial spray. It says moisturizes, refreshes, and tones. I use this all throughout the day, so before I apply my foundation or my makeup, after I apply everything, even throughout the day. It reminds me of a paint can, and it does also have a really good spray at the top. It's more of a mist. It's not just like water shooting at your face like some of them do. So if you haven't tried this out, I highly recommend. I got this, I think, from a Sephora kit, so I'll probably purchase the full size. Along to go with skincare, I have the two L'Oreal masks that I've been loving for this month. These are both the Pure Clay masks. They are, I think, $10.99, and I am speaking in Canadian prices. I have both of them. I have the black one and the green one. The black one is a Pure Clay detoxifying mask, and the green one is a purifying and mattifying. The black one's my favorite. The green one I just use on other parts of my face, so I'll kind of multi-mask with them. I have not tried the orange one yet. I probably will go purchase it, but these are my two favorites for right now. Another skincare favorite of mine has been the Tarte Lip Facial. I love this stuff. Before I use liquid lipsticks at the end of the day, I just take it. It is a twist up. It's kind of this white, I don't know, sugary scrub, and it's so easy for the packaging. You just like scrape it on your lips. I rub it in with my fingers and it works. It has kind of like a minty smell to it, but I've been loving it. It really helps with my lips, and it makes liquid lipsticks going on super easy. Next up, I have a face palette. This is by e.l.f. It is mirrored, so I don't want to blind you guys. This is their Total Face Palette. I don't know if it has more than one shade or like selection, but it comes with a highlight, two blushes, and a bronzer. I really like the blushes because they're not pigmented, but they are, so you don't have to be really cautious with using your heavy hand. And the bronzer I actually think is really well for light-skinned. It doesn't look too muddy on the face, and it blends out perfectly, so I really enjoyed this palette. Once again, it's from e.l.f., so it was probably like $5 or $6. Another palette I've been loving is the Body Shop. This is the Down to Earth Eye Palette. It's a little quad. I picked this up when they were having a buy two get one free sale. Oh, if I can open it. So the packaging just looks like this, black and sleek, and I realized when filming this that you can actually pop out the other colors and add in different colors to kind of custom create your own palette. This is me and a palette. I am very neutral. I don't really like to use a lot of color, so this is my everyday palette. I can make this into a daytime and a nighttime look. So we have, this is Sahara, this is Aztec Gold, which actually isn't very pigmented at all. It has a lot of fallout on it, and it's not a shimmer, it's just powdery. Then we have a bronze and Amazonian Earth. So I really enjoyed this palette, and like I said, I got it when they had their 2-for-1 sale, or buy two get one free, so it came with a brush. They are super easy to blend. Like I said, the only downfall on this palette was the gold one. It's not really shimmery at all. It's just kind of like a chalky powder. To go on the trend of eyeshadows, I have my Tarte Lip palette. This is the Tarte Lip one. This isn't the second one. And this is probably my most used palette. I use this every day, if not even twice a day. I can create so many looks with this palette. It's so versatile. It has darks, it has lights, it has a black, it has neutral colors, but I do like the middle row that has pops of purple, so I can kind of create a daytime and a nighttime look with this palette. I think Tarte shadows are amazing, super blendable, super pigmented, and I highly recommend, if you haven't tried these Tarte Lip palettes, to go check it out. And to jump right in with all of my other makeup, I have two pressed powders that I've been loving this month. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I got mine in 300 Nude Beige, which is a little bit darker, but it works for me for right now. This is a pressed powder, super pigmented, did not mean to flip you guys off. And yeah, I think L'Oreal hit it out of the park with this. This helps me keep matte all day. I am an oily T-zone, so I really like to apply this after I place my translucent powder. And yeah, it's super, I guess, pigmented in a good way. You don't look too powdery, but I do recommend setting this with a setting spray after. And then my other pressed powder is by the Wet n Wild. This is our Photo Focus. This is the new ones. I got mine in Natural Buff. I use this to set my whole face today. I've been really enjoying it. It doesn't look too powdery on the skin. It is pigmented, but you don't have to be cautious about a heavy hand with this one. So yeah, I think Wet n Wild did an amazing job with this, and I still recommend setting it with a setting spray. To go along with the face, I have a blush favorite. This is the Essence Satin Touch Blush, and this is in Satin Love number 20. These things are like $2.99. This is super pigmented, so I would recommend going in with a light hand with that, but I think it gives you such a nice flush on the face, and I think they have 4 different shades, so if this one's too dark for you, they do have lighter options, but you could go in with a lighter hand, and I use a big fluffy brush, and I think they blend out super nice. To go on with bronzer, I have my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the light one. This isn't in the darker one. This is, yeah, light bronzer. I still can't get over the smell. It smells so good. It makes me want to just have summer. Anyways, everyone loves this bronzer, so this is what I use to bronze up my face. I would recommend going with a light hand because you can get a little bit heavy, and this stuff is very well pigmented, but I'm pretty sure everybody already knows that. So this has been my favorite bronzer for March. Favorite highlighter this month is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is in Be My Highlight number 10. This has probably been my favorite drugstore highlighter. They knocked it out of the park with this formula. It is not chalky. It is super buttery, super pigmented. I think this works well on any skin tone. It doesn't emphasize texture. It does a little bit in my cheeks, but that's if you bring it too far down. I like to just have it kind of on the tops of my cheekbones. And once again, this was like $3.99, so it's budget friendly too. I highly recommend you guys checking this out if you're looking for a good drugstore highlighter. For concealer, I'm kind of backing up a bit. I have the NYX HD Concealer. This is in number 2 Fair. It's what I use to conceal underneath my eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. I love this stuff. I run through these so quickly. I even take the stoppers off so that I can get all of the product out. These things I think are $6.99. They're from NYX. I love them, and it is a cruelty-free brand. This blends very well underneath the eyes, does not crease. I do set this with a translucent setting powder, and I think it would work well with concealing blemishes. I haven't tried it for that yet, but I highly recommend. I fly through these things like crazy. Also, it is budget friendly, and it is from the drugstore. For another eyeshadow product I've been loving is the Makeup Forever Starlit Powders. This is in number 12. This is the coppery bronze one. I love these. I think I'm going to go and pick up other shades. This stuff is amazing. It just has a little hole at the top. I actually kind of just pour out a little bit of product and I dip my brush in the lid. I don't want to go directly into the container. This is super pigmented, but I do recommend using a glitter glue or a primer before you apply this onto your eyelids. There is some fallout, but nothing you could just dust away without a little brush. These I think are $25, and I highly recommend them if you haven't tried them out and are looking for a good kind of glitter but not chunky pigment. And my lip favorites for this month have been these 3 guys right here. I have 2 of the Sephora cream lip stains. These are just 2 of the shades that were up here. I think I have about 6 or 7 of these shades now. I have number 14 and number 13. These things are amazing. They stay on my lips all day long, even with eating, drinking, soup, anything, they stay and put. I do recommend for the lasting power to use a lip liner underneath, and these things are incredible. They have a great shade selection. They just came out with a bunch of new shades, nudes, pinks, purples, oranges. So I highly recommend. These things are super pigmented and they smell really good too. Like I really enjoy the smell. Kind of like a cupcake batter, but I'll give you a little swatch. Like, look at that. Oh my god, and they are more of a moussey texture. They're not very liquid, like a liquid lipstick, but I think that really helps with the staying power. So if you haven't tried these out, go pick them up from Sephora brand, and I think they're $18 Canadian. So kind of budget friendly. And my last lip favorite is from Bare Minerals. This is just the little like deluxe size of them. This is in Swag Matte. It's what I have on my lips today. I love the texture of these. Once again, it is kind of a moussey but more on the liquidy side compared to those Sephora ones, but these are incredible. They stay all day. I feel like I'm wearing nothing on my lips. They aren't transfer proof, but that is literally a little bit, I could deal with that. Super pigmented, and they smell really good too, like cake batter. I'll give you a quick swatch. Like, oh my god, look at that color. That's what I'm wearing on my lips today. I think if you guys haven't tried these out, to go try them. Bare Minerals, you guys knocked it out of the park with this liquid lipstick. So that was everything in this month's favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!